Hey everyone, how are we all? After last night, I've got to say, I'm having a much better night here. Very minimal tech issues leading up to this stream. I'm just going to wait for you guys to tell me that you can't hear anything, the picture's breaking up, the quality is terrible. Just let me have it. Let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments. Those who were with me last night, I hope you appreciate the livery on this gorgeous Porsche Cup car. I feel like it's very poetic given the subject matter of many of my rants last night. So we're here at Road America, one of my favorite new tracks. I only really found out about it when that mod came out for R Factor and AC, was it? The recent mod with Road America, and it was stellar. I mean, I fell in love with the track immediately, like I do with just about every American track, and yeah, here I am. Hey guys, how's it going? Ark? No, I'm the second gamer muscle, unfortunately. I'm the pretender, not the OG. Too much hair. Well, for now anyway, maybe for the next 10 years. Mixter, how you doing? Gillo, Pedro, Rhonda, Dutsky, man, good to see you again. What's going on? I try not to stream at European time anymore because it's bad for my sleep, you know? Usually when you start a stream at 10:30 at night, it's not the best thing for your health, but when they lock you down for weeks at a time, what else do you do? Chill with your friends in Europe? Lewis, thank you for joining us again, right on the dot as well. Marcus, thank you for the feedback. I'm actually doing something different tonight, guys. Rather than using my mega awesome GPU to encode the stream, I'm actually using one of the 16 cores on my CPU, and it seems to be working better. I'm not getting as many crashes or dropouts, and I'm gonna guess the picture quality is slightly better too, so awesome. Bram. Alright guys, so Bram, glad you like the livery. I like it as well. It feels very poetic, especially given I'm powering the stream with an AMD right now. LMAO, you're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the review. I loved making it too, and I love using this thing. Adam, thank you for joining us. Tony. Christian. I will tell you all about the CSL DD. I can't stop myself. Whenever I'm driving with this thing, all I can do is gush about how awesome it is, especially given the price. What newton meters does clipping occur? Well, beyond 8. You know, it's fairly self-evident in the specs of the base. So the highest level force that comes out of the game is going to be 8 newton meters on the base, and anything higher than that is going to clip and go back down to 8 newton meters and not go any higher than that. Brembro, you're very welcome. God, you guys are going off in the chat tonight. I can't keep up with this. Let me start warming up. I want to bore you guys. I'm so excited because I love this track. I really came to terms with it here at Road America. So we're doing a multi-class. AI this time is set to 105, so hopefully I can actually keep up with them. And practice sessions, so we got the Porsche Cups, which are the fastest cars. I kind of love driving this thing on this track because you got to really do that whole, you know, that rear engine dance, like lift off to turn, get on the power only when you're looking down the track because you just go immediate understeer. So the Cup car's kind of tricky in that regard, but I enjoy the challenge. You're French. Congrats. That's great. No micro stutters tonight, Lewis. I mean, unless I jinx it, right? Miko, thank you for joining us again. What's up? Ellis Gaming? Let us know what the Simagic is like, Adam. Alright, guys. PM, awesome. One of my favorite places in the world. Are you from Helsinki? It's one of my favorite cities in the world. Let's get it. Alright, no stutters. I'm just like moving around. Nah, we're good. Looks good. Alright, good. Go AMD. Power my stream. Let's do it. Error free for once in my life. Pan, I don't have a T300, I have a T500, but I'm actually going to keep it for a brand new video idea I have. I've got 3 different sim rigs that I'm going to compare. It's going to be cool. Rich, you guys are going off. Thank you for joining me on this. I don't want to bore you too much. I'm going to get to racing. I'm going to try and monitor the chat as much as my paltry skill level will allow, but it's great to see all of you. Alright. Okay, stream's still going. Micro stutters?
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
No micro stutters? No micro stutters. Hell to the yes. What a night, guys.
Into these brakes.
This is great. I'm not even going to use TC. That's how confident I am tonight. Oh, how good is this track, though? Look at that. So American. It's like, hey, here's the track, but you can run off like 2 car lengths onto the concrete there. It's totally within track limits. Seriously love American tracks. It's like, hey, you know that piece of dirt? Technically, it can be a part of the track if you got the nuts for it. This car is so heavy. I know, right? How good are the sounds in RaceRoom? Make sure to keep them nice and loud for you guys too. Got to lift off so much because the car understeers on power. America, FEA indeed. I'm going to watch Team America after this, just because I'm in the spirit. Spread some freedom to my TV. This is probably one of my worst turns in motorsport. I just can't get the pulse of it. As always, folks, my apologies if I can't monitor the chat as well as I'd like to. I'm not quite as good at as GM at that. Or Jardier, or Jimmer, or anyone, really. Hey, Jarius.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Every time I try to read the chat, my lines go off. Anyway, I'm gonna try and set a lap here. If I can actually, get the car on track. I'm just gonna rant away, do my own little monologue here. So I've been dialing the CSL DD4 race room for the Formula V2 room. It feels real damn good. I'm not sure if this is laser scanned. It doesn't feel like it, to be honest. But if it's LiDAR'd or done some other way, it's still really, really good. I think it's one of the better tracks in RaceRoom. There are some like Spa that are so bad I can't actually drive them, but there are others like this that I really like, Daytona as well. Most of the American tracks, I was going to say Glen Waverly. Thingo Glen. You know what I'm talking about. The one with the yellow and the red curbs that's amazing and all sweepy. Watkins Glen, that one. Whoa, no. It's so heavy. It is not a GT3. Buy it R35 to replace the M2. You know, it's funny, I was telling the guys in the dealership that was my other kind of option in that range. I was the used R35, but not much point to owning one of those here in Australia. Even the M2 is overpowered for our roads, other than low-speed drifts, which it likes to do a lot. Speaking of which, my BMW bros. Oh, is that how it's gonna go, mate? You're gonna just hang around on the inside? Yeah. It's so pleasurable to drive in this. Also, I needed a better secondary monitor so I can see more of the chat. Yeah, the AC mod by Lulski is the one that I got into with Road America. I think I drove it in R Factor a lot. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. But I prefer the driving in RaceRoom, so I love this more.
Check your left.
Beep,
left
beep.
side clear. Left side.
Come on. Rotate, Mr. Rear Engine.
Clear on the left side.
It's going to be a fairly mediocre lap. I think maybe like a 212. You are hot. Congratulations. I am not smart. Hey, a 212 with a crash, that's pretty good. I'm going to try one more lap and then go back to the pits to fix this damage.
Stay out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be a fan of when it comes to BMW. If they're your kind of cars, then congrats, you know? And yes, RaceRoom's really good after the update. So, the micro stutters I was getting last night seem to have been specific to the N24 layout. For some reason, this game doesn't like that track at all, and the AI don't like working it out when you're racing them. Really?
Brake temperatures look good.
My God, the amount of understeer on power is so amazing. You got to do all of your turning while coasting, and then only get on the power when you're like really bearing down the straight. Insane. I really got to get into this whole reading while driving thing. But anyway, to those of you rather who are just joining us, I've got 3 different classes of cars. So I am in the premium class here, the Porsche Cup car, which is a tad slower than a GT3. Beneath us we have the Cayman GT4 Club Sport Manti Racing things, which are a few seconds off actually. The power's just not there, but they're a bit better than us mid-corner. And beneath them we have the BMW M235i's, which I think is some kind of a older version of my M2. With a roll cage bolted in and, you know, put on a track with slicks. Ah, so good. The mid-corner sensation, you can just feel it. Get out of my way.
Stay left. Right side clear.
Your favorite GT driver?
On the left.
Sector 3 time is quick.
Why does his name elude me? Oh, David Petard. Yeah, it should be David Petard. David Petard and Kevin Estra. If you're watching, David, cheers from Australia, man. Hope to see you when I finally make it down to Germany, assuming that you're still there, or maybe you're not, maybe you're in the UK, I don't know. Rank the CSL DD 1 out of 10. I mean, it's pretty nebulous, isn't it? Like, under what criteria? With what caveats, like overall, I mean, if I rated it against like a Semi-Cube Ultimate, you know, it probably wouldn't do too well, but if I'm rating it against any other wheel in its price range, and it's probably a 12 out of 10. Your home track, congratulations! It's, oh geez, where did they say it was? It's near a lake somewhere?
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Not cool, fellow Porsche. This guy has sucked up my lap, so I'm just gonna go back to the pits here.
Yellow flag.
Making the switch from the G29. In that case, the CSL DD is about a 35 out of 10. Alright, back we are. Just gonna cool my hands down, see how we go. That's a very, very slow lap, but all the same, the AI... See, this is a deceptive thing, guys, right? So you go into the practice session against the Cup cars, you set the AI to 105, which generally is accepted in the community to be the realistic mode for the AI. And it's like, they're setting their laps with a full fuel tank or something, because the moment you go into quali, they're like 2 seconds a lap quicker. Rodney, welcome. My field of view settings, I think I went over those in the DD1 and DD2, no. What did I go over it in? I did a RaceRoom video where I went over my field of view settings. The game tweaks it for you. It's really, really easy to set it up, so. I mean, David Petard is a BMW driver. Yeah, Zanny, 2 hours. Quick second, folks. Congrats, Lewis, you're now a moderator for this channel. Ah, Nikki. I love his video with Jimmer on the Nordschleife. That was really heartfelt stuff. Heiko, how you doing, man? Good to see you again. It's been a long while. We should race. We should team up in RaceRoom. It's so much easier, and you can't pull those R-factor tricks on me. Can't do your alien stuff. Can't rotate on throttle drifting at 300. So I might have more of a chance. All right, I feel good. I feel good. You folks have calmed down in the chat. I feel like I can focus on the race. Everyone's happy. We know that my AMD-powered stream works better than my NVIDIA-powered stream. We know that I love the CSL DD. We know that apparently the AI is slow in practice. How are they going to be in quali? Let's find out. Will Ehrman learn how to drive and get his 2 seconds a lap? Nikki Team is a character, man. We need him in sim racing. Thanks, Mikester. Mixter? I'm gonna go with Mixter. I'm gonna say that abbreviation here in the audio industry. That's we say Mike because you know that's it's our thing. It's what this is to us. Us very special people. The best starter sim game. Jeez, that's a big kettle of fish. Wow. You know, I think I heard Chris Hayes say that it was this one on one of his videos. He has a video about the best starter sim racer, and I think he said RaceRoom because it's free and it drives fairly honestly. I don't disagree necessarily. I wouldn't say ACC. It's very unforgiving. R-Factor's too buggy. AC maybe. Beam and G probably. Like everybody that I get into Beam and G, that's the one that they get hooked on. Their kids get hooked on it. They play it with their kids. It's got something for everyone. Like Nordschleife freaks like me, I can just lap it. Other people can just like fly off a cliff into a semi-truck, trailer, whatever. Something. Big boom things. All right, let's drive. Journey, how you doing? I love you Finnish people, I really do. I was in Helsinki in 2019, twice, and I was meant to be there mid last year before the world went to... But I'll be there before long. Alright, here we go.
Exit looks clear.
I know you're finished by your name.
You've got 11.
I have a friend in Helsinki called Johnny.
Your brakes are cold, be careful.
I have many half memories with him, stumbling blind drunk through Helsinki at 3 a.m. Love your culture, man. Sauna and alcohol, I can get behind that. And rally driving, that's sick. That's my kind of people. And guns. Sick. How are the GT3s in RaceRoom? I'd say they're serviceable to good. They're not ACC level, but they're very, very fun to drive in their own right. Alright, this is an outlap. I can still chill and like half read the chat. Oh, wait, you're in a cup car, Omen. You're in a cup car. Wait for the accelerator. Wait too long for the accelerator. There we go. I'm always torn on these streams. Why am I not a Minecraft streamer, guys? That way I can just like chill and actually chat with you rather than like using 100% of my brain power just trying to keep the cup car planted here at Road America. I don't know how Gamer Muscle does it. Does he sacrifice like 6 seconds a lap in order to maintain a conversation with everyone? How would I rank RaceRoom's force feedback versus other sims? It's probably my top 2. My god, the understeer on power is amazing. Yeah, it's like that. I'm also much faster when I don't stream. I mean, it's very, very difficult to try and maintain everything at the same time, but it's a cool challenge. I kind of enjoy it. I mean, I can talk and drive now fairly comfortably, but talk and read and drive, that is another skill entirely. 5 newtons is definitely enough if you're upgrading from a lower budget wheel, 100%. And yeah, I mean, I think the track quality is a little bit spotty here in RaceRoom, but some of the better tracks are really good. You know, some are better than others. I think RaceRoom's quite serviceable. RaceRoom. I think Road America is quite serviceable. Can you tell I'm doing this at the tail end of a full workday? Ah, gotcha, Heiko. More throttle, more oversteer. It's them R-Factor tricks. Haha. I see Marcel sent you to win me back. Yes, I look forward to driving an endurance car like a go-kart. Why, Cayman? Why you race me so hard? Come on, get on the outside! Get on the outside! I need to run out! I need to run out! Do not block me! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Right. Clear on your
No!
right.
No, he cost me! The fastest corner in the... whatever. Ronan, welcome. Welcome one and all. If you don't mind, if it so pleases you, ladies and gents, please do like the stream. It gives us a bit more love with the algorithm, helps me compete a little bit more with the far higher tier Jardiers of the world and the far higher tier Game Muscles of the world. But I'm gonna give his tag a run for its money.
12.15.
I'm gonna shave my head, it's gonna be sick. Actually, I shouldn't do that. I'll look wrong. What time did I set? I didn't even see. Oh, it's terrible.
The guy behind has just done a 212.
Car to your left. You're clear left.
Okay, it might be. I mean, we'll see how we go. Thank you so much for appeasing the algorithmic lords. Always appreciated. If you're not a subscriber, I'm gonna push my luck. If you're not a subscriber, and you want to be a subscriber, you can click the subscribe button. Did you know that? Did you know that you can click the subscribe button? Like, before I told you, did you realize that that feature existed on YouTube? I find that as a quote-unquote influencer, it's my civic duty to inform you that there's a subscribe button and it exists. Saying that because there's more reviews and stuff coming. I'm already planning out the next wave of videos. I want to go back. I want to do some old scripted style ones. I've been doing a lot of this talk and drive stuff, which is really cool. It's really fun in its own way. But I want to do some of the more scripted ones too. Alright, I'm going to just try and set this one lap so I don't end up last, folks. I'm going to catch up on the chat down there. I'm not good enough for this. Just don't have the skills. My god, how did I lose all that speed there? Really? It's usually how these things go, isn't it? It's like, off the stream, I'm 2 seconds a lap quicker. The moment this begins, I'm like, no! No, why? Yes. Find the subscribe button. It's like Where's Waldo, but with gratifying my sim racing channel.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
All right, there we go. Welcome all the new subs. Really appreciate it.
You've used half your
Genuinely. Our race shall begin shortly. This is the qualifying session. I'm running the AI at 105, which was everyone's recommendation for more realism or something. I feel like the brakes just feel like they don't want to work sometimes. Alright, come on in. Low 111s at least, let's go. Keep it rotating. Stay on the outside and then lift and then get on it, come on. Get on it while rotating. Yeah. I've had better. This is where I was losing all my time. Come on. Come on! Thank you to the fuel indicator for completely destroying my vision. Not sure what I would do without you. Yes! Hook it in, son! Show that beamer what's what. Yes! Hook it in! Yes, get on the power. Come on, draft. Yes, get it done.
On the left.
Ah, it's not a 210. Terrible. I tried to tune the tires a bit based on your advice from last night, folks. I'm doing my best. Right side is always cold though in RaceRoom.
Sector 3 times okay.
Get off your line, Mr. Man.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Here we go.
Flag, yellow
Nice
flag.
and safe. Whew. I'm sure I can do a thick Australian accent, but I find it's thick enough already. The HE Sprints to CSL Elites or V3s, I haven't used any of those, unfortunately. I've only used the new Fanatec pedals that they just sent over, the new CSLs. I was supposed to have the review up by now, but Fanatec decided not to send me the super long M6 bolts that you need to bolt it to any rig, saying because I'm locked down, I can't actually get any, so it might be a few weeks until you see that review. That's really fun. Fanatec, I know it's important to save like 10 cents per unit sold, but like maybe just two M6s, like 3 centimeters. Just, you can do it. P-Dub, what's up?
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
I imagine they've got some, what do you call it? Probably stock issues with the CSL DD. I imagine the entire sim racing world got set ablaze by this thing given its price point, and I can see why after using it. So they probably got them out to us folks to kind of make you aware of what it actually is, what it feels like, what it does, and then everyone pre-orders and they got to like build up the stock. It's, you know, it's that special time with that special thing over blanketing the planet that I can't talk about, otherwise YouTube demonetizes me. It's that thing, you know, that we're experiencing. It's making everything a logistical nightmare. Tortellini, how you doing? You can't judge me now, it's not ACC. You don't have a reference point. You don't know what's fast in this game. Haha, gotcha. Emil, I would compare RaceRoom to iRacing on physics had I ever driven iRacing, which I haven't. But I hear a lot of people compare them to each other. Generally, the comparison I see is that RaceRoom is the slightly better physics version of iRacing with a less robust online ecosystem, but it's like second to it in that regard. That's what other people have said. Not my words, just paraphrasing. Lan, yeah, no, I haven't lived my entire life in Australia. This is the third country I've lived in, and this is the third language I've spoken. I am Bosnian. Logitech shifter. But in-game keeps swapping out of gear to neutral. Do you have any tips? I don't use the Logitech shifter, I'm afraid. Alright, so, quali. 2 seconds left. 1 second left.
That's the end of the session. Pole
Ta-da!
position. Well done, mate.
Look at that. Look at that. When I set the AI to realistic settings, I win. Aren't you glad, Tortellini? Aren't you glad to be my teammate? Am I not so freaking amazing that I can smash low-level AI? It's going to work out so good when I race against the best in the world. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, this went well. So this should be a pretty fun multi-class, I think. Looking at the lap times, we should start lapping the BMWs fairly quickly. They're not that much slower than the GT4s. That's quite surprising to me, actually. Quite surprising. Yeah, that'll be fun. So that's one thing I struggle to get right in RaceRoom is the AI strength, because it varies from car to car and track to track. So sometimes on the Nordschleife, the 115 is great. Here 105 seems to be too easy. It's just like all over the place, and adaptive doesn't work for me either, so. Tortellini, I'll have you know I'd still be P1 if it were online, in a public lobby. On the Nordschleife. It's the only track I'm remotely fast in. Definitely not Silverstone. Anywho's. Okay. Right. It's gonna be a 2-hour race. I need to stop wasting. Oh, I didn't practice pit stops. I didn't practice pitting, guys. That's gonna really slow me down, because you're gonna see me fumbling around. I'm gonna need you to help me out with like the marker to use to brake, because I have never done this. I'm gonna do my pit stop presets. I don't think I have one. Oh no, I do. Oh, I love this. I love this about RaceRoom. It's so easy. Yep, full fuel load. Just shove on new tires, mate. She's good. Fair dinkum Aussie. Yep, that's totally me. Yeah, I've been practicing the pits a lot on Silverstone, so there's that. I should probably practice driving in the sim I'm going to be driving in as well, rather than RaceRoom, but I can't help it that RaceRoom is a lot more fun to drive in than ACC. So I tend to kind of waste a lot of my time in here and Beam and G, because they're so just fun. Maybe because they're easier. My lack of skill becomes less of an impediment to my enjoyment. Yeah, ACC pitting is wild, man. It's like brake at the tires, stop at the perfect place, and then hit the ignition. And then pray they don't like move you around. That's so wild. And then leave it in first, and then launch the car in first while smashing the throttle. What? Just what? It's like instead of fixing a bug, they just made it part of the actual game. Anyway, that said, I love ACC, guys. It's one of my main sims. It's really good. The distance they've taken it is super impressive. All right, let's do this. Yeah, the race. I need the fuel. That could have gone so badly. 31. I don't know how many whatever. I'll work it out as I drive. Yeah, I highly doubt James will give us anything OP that'll drive itself. I've driven his setups before. They definitely spin themselves. He loves super stiff, like just mega oversteer, just crazy. I respect that, man. I respect that. If it were any sim other than ACC, I could get behind that. I just can't feel weight transfer in that one for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm brain damaged. It's a good livery, isn't it? Representing Intel while I run the stream off my AMD. Anyway, let's race.
Okay,
The Grand Road America race. Just trying to get this mic closer to my face so you can hear me yelling more. Actually, I'll just yell louder. It would be awesome. Don't worry about it. All right. Yeah, it is pole, guys. Totally. Like, totally legit achievement, you know? That was, you know... What do I say? It's just... It's... all that lockdown sim racing. Definitely not easy AI.
Go.
Whoa, okay. I wasn't going as fast as I normally am there. Cool. Alright, time to drive defensive immediately. Yes, CSL DD, probably a great choice if you have a T300, because it's just a lot better. That's true, Johnny. It's definitely what you should do. Spam the chat, destroy my life. Yeah, I'm curious to see what people do about the Fanatec PSU, whether they can kind of crack their way into the unit, because it's quite a interesting way to lock off a wheelbase. I might actually crank up the TC to 1. I promise, Tortellini, when we're racing, I'm going to completely ignore my chat. People are going to think I'm the biggest snob ever, but it's simply just because I care. I care about our race. Or at least I will care when I get back to driving an ACC. Whoa, really? Okay. Okay, alright. Cool. Things are... Oh, my tires are cold. Right, they don't come pre-warmed. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. They came pre-warmed out of the pits the last few times.
Car to your right. Clear to your right.
No!
On the right.
Why you race me so hard?
Right. Go, go, go.
Alright, here we go. Time to get... So, where are you getting that horsepower from?
Check your left. Clear on the left. Left. They're still there. Clear on your left.
It's a great hallmark of this AI that they have all this magic grip on the outside whenever they feel like they need it.
Stay right. Still there. Hold on. Clear left.
Alright, I'm definitely racing in America. There's a lot of rubbing as racing going on. AI cheats, yeah. Well, Tortellini, I figure if I take it super seriously for 2 weeks, and you guys don't sim race for 2 weeks, I might be about 3 seconds a lap off you, and that'd be a really good outcome. Think of it this way. Imagine you only have 2 weeks to prepare, and you've got to work with me to produce a world-class rock or metal record. To flip the script on you, you know? It's rough stuff. Unfortunately, my H-pattern shifter still doesn't work with the CSL DD for some reason, so I can't actually drive some of the older cars. I really want to throw it around, drive the M1 Pro car. I don't know, maybe the old Skyline or something. Is RaceRoom better than iRacing? Yes. I've never driven iRacing before, but yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's a hell of a lot cheaper, that's for sure. Alright, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it now. Get into the flow, chill. But this is the curse of RaceRoom. It's like in some races you're watching me get dominated by the AI and I'm just like, no, why? Why do they hack? And then in this one, they're just back there doing their thing. We are going to start lapping the Carreras. Sorry, not the Carreras. The GT4s. And the BMWs on relatively short order. Let's see. What's my last lap? Okay, cool. What kind of lap are we doing with full fuel load?
Just done a 212.
That's not terrible.
2.8. The guy behind has just done a 212.57.
Yeah, I would agree that RaceRoom is massively underrated. I think maybe it wouldn't have felt that way prior to the force feedback update, because I drove it prior to that and it really was kind of unimpressive, you know? It had potential, you could tell there was something going on with the physics, but the force feedback was so anemic. But now it's like top 2 force feedbacks, you know? Yeah, crew chief, it boot camps Otterhud which is the HUD that you're watching me use,
Gap 2.
which turns out it didn't actually cause the stuttering I had last night on the stream.
Your right sides are cold.
Car's feeling pretty good. I can tell the tires are warming up. It's actually behaving now. I like the way it feels when our tires are cold. It's quite realistic. RaceRoom is like one of the sims that just gets the basics nailed. Just the raw experience of driving the car. You can tell that the people coding it have actually driven hard, you know? It isn't just an abstract to them. It's all about the play at the limit. It's all RaceRoom is. Oh yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I hate the Porsche Cup cars, but I'm enjoying it in this. That's actually why I'm racing with it tonight. It's helped me flip one of my most hated cars into one of my more enjoyed cars. Ah, you can feel the undulations through there, through the wheels so well. Yes, push it, son, push it. So much understeer. Yeah, that's what I want. Thanks, CJ. You like my American lines? Squawk. Imagine there's a bald eagle flying past me.
You've just done a 212.00. The guy behind has just done a 212.36.
Alright, here we go. Subscribe for more national anthems. What am I doing? These are the wrong lines. These are the wrong American lines.
Stay between the lines, please, E.
To any newcomers, yes, this is a 2-hour multi-class race Porsche Cup, Cayman GT4, BMW M235i, I keep forgetting. And if you so desire to show the stream some love via the algorithm, let the algorithmic gods shine their light down upon us, please do hit that like and or thumbs up and or sub, but mostly the like, really. I would never suggest you should subscribe to this channel. That really nice, convenient, red, glaring button staring you right in the face. Jeremy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Isn't it some ungodly time of night? Look, that morning? Morning, it'd be morning there, right? Yes, bald eagles in chat, love it. Didn't even realize I was an emoji. I'm gonna have to just abuse that. Oh, it's so good. Driving in this is so good with the CSL DD. Guys, leave this stream, buy RaceRoom, and then buy a CSL DD. This is... I honestly don't want to have my jobs anymore, so I can just do this all day. It's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. And I really want to do this against actual people. You know, one day when I'm not in Australia, I actually have a pool of people to race against at a normal time. With proper latency. Black Flagged, the CSL DD is phenomenal, thank you for asking. Really enjoying it. Oh, Lewis, that's great. I hope you enjoy it. And yes, Road America is fantastic, isn't it? Apologies for all the chat messages I've missed. It's just quite demanding, you know. As I was saying earlier before, I'm capable of driving. You would hope. You would hope. 40,000 subs, man. Learns how to drive. I can generally talk and drive, okay? But talk and read and drive? Wow, that's something else. That is like, that would just make me a god out there on the highways, you know? Like, that's the skill set that all police and road authorities wish we had. Really?
We've been warned about track limits.
That's the track limits, though? Seriously? Of all the lines that I've done, that's like where you draw the line? You know, hypothetically speaking. TNS, what's up? Oh yeah, so good. So good. I want to do this in DTMs. Oof, DTMs are awesome. Honestly, so many of the cars in this are awesome. Sometimes the slower ones are more awesome. It really just gets that dynamic of car control. It just feels so good in RaceRoom. Sponsor me, Sector 3. Give me a visa. Take me back to Sweden. I need off this continent. ASAP. Oh, it sucks to hear, CJ. Why do you not like iRacing?
0.9. The guy behind.
Hey, we're in the 211s. That's alright.
0.06.
Yeah, there are so many more classes of cars I want to try out in RaceRoom. There's so many cars in this game, I don't even know what to race. I just heard that like DTM is the one that they put a lot of their time on because they have actual DTM drivers in here. So I tried that, and that blew my mind. Sean, how you doing? Jeremy, thank you for holding down my chat, man. That is one of your obligations, being a moderator and or legend.
Okay, our fuel window will open after 15 minutes.
That and punting me at Alton Park. Don't think I'll ever forget it. Feels good though. You let Misha win. I like it when Misha wins. You know, he bought a McLaren 720S Spider recently. That prick. After telling me he didn't like the way those things drove for like a year and a half. Maybe. It's so hard to finesse that right in a cup car. Yes, this car is understeering massively, but that's a Porsche Cup car, so my rear sway bar is maxed. So this is as oversteery as it gets. So yeah, it's quite normal, don't worry. It's whenever I get on the power, the car will just shoot me out. Or, you know, when I drive badly, it'll do that too. RaceRoom is so kind to off-roads. It's probably a bit too kind overall, but whatever. It's fun. Ah, so he paid you off. I knew it. He could never win legitimately against me. Omen and the aliens at Silverstone? No, I'm not ready, but I will be ready once James boils down one of his alien Macca setups for us. It's going to handle very differently to this, I can tell you that. Speaking of which, I should probably start streaming in ACC to practice that. I don't know if Road America's new. Oh, folks, we're coming up on the multi-classos. We're gonna start running up into traffic. We're only about 23 seconds away. It's gonna happen. Maybe that was the secret, guys. Maybe I needed to stop streaming the Nordschleife and just like expand my horizons. Actually drive something else for once. But really, I mean, does racing even exist outside the Nordschleife?
Yeah, behind us now, 1.3.
Use all the concrete, guys. That's the secret. If I did this in Beam and G, I'd get a puncture so quickly. And ACC as well, actually. Yes! No! My god! The cup car! The cup car! It's so brutal. Alright, drive it like a cup car. I mean, you can't drive it like a McLaren. It's not a McLaren. Yes, I'm totally skipping over my DD1 because I have a preference for the CSL DD, yeah. I can feel the lower rotational mass in the carbon shafts. I get more detail out of it and it's smoother. And it's better, it's more shielded against random noise. So there's less low-level noise and you get more detail in contrast to, you know... So the way I think of it is there's the low-level damping force that's always there that you set through natural damping. And then, you know, there's just the empty space above that, and then there's the forces, the oscillating forces acting against the wheel. That gap feels more pronounced on this wheel because there's less grain and stuff in the way. There's just less crap piggybacking on the signal for some reason. Can you feel tire pressure? I'm sure you can. I haven't tried massively underinflating the tires yet, but sure. Ah, okay. So this is unlike ACC. You don't just pin the brake. You have to let off the brake and trail brake in to not have the ABS kick in as much. Gotcha. I love how the AI struggled to match my pace in quality and practice, but now they're just right up my butt here. Admittedly, I'm not really driving very consistently, reading the chat and whatnot. Stay on the outside, and lift, and on the power. Come on, can we do it? Can we do it? Did I do it? Yeah. Almost. My God, I hate the cup car. It's so fun. Yeah, I'd say the braking is quite good in this title. Yeah, there's definitely a sweet spot. I have to actually lift off. I'm so used to driving ACC, we basically just like completely destroy the brake pedal. Here we go. First bit of traffic. One thumbs up for every overtake, guys. You know how hard this is. Overtaking cars with like 100 less horsepower.
On a slower class car.
Maybe 50 at this rate.
So Mia behind us now. 0.7.
Rearward brake bias? You have it, sir. If I spin, it's your fault.
New fastest lap for man, 211.34.
Wait, no. Somebody got it to 11.3? That's not cool. How'd that happen? No micro stutters tonight, no. I'll name, how you doing? This is not GT3, this is the Porsche Cup car.
Right side. Hold it. Clear right.
I love that runoff at Road America. Well, it's gonna get pretty wacky here.
All right.
Oh, look at that rotation the moment you let off that rear engine.
Right side clear.
Okay, slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position.
Maybe that's my secret trick. I'm racing cup cars, but I'm actually in like the Manti 911 GT3 Porsche. That's what it finally took for me to do a competitive race. Alright, decent exit. Yeah, I have tried the McLaren rim with the CSL DD.
Hold your line.
I would recommend the smaller rim if you can, because you get a lot more out of your 8 Newton meters. The state of sim racing with more people going back to work, I mean, if you... The viewership is hard, I won't lie. I was doing far lower produced content last year and getting way more subs per week, like exponentially more, like 4 times more, for way less effort. So it's a difficult proposition sometimes. I sometimes consider switching the channel away from sim racing, if I'm honest.
Left side.
There are other things. Other things in my life, other great loves. But I think I'll hang in for now. It's very fun. Still enjoy it a lot. The lack of growth makes it a bit hard to justify putting in time though, especially when I'm growing a company on the side, managing an audio business and trying to be an author at the same time. Well, not trying, I am an author, but trying to write another book. It's very difficult to fit in sim racing when it just... Other than the joy of sim racing itself, there's very little return beyond that, you know? And the networking obviously is very fun. Talking to you folks, meeting the fine folks in the scene, that's all great, it's all its own reward. But I guess if we're talking like actual remuneration, there's not very much in this business at all. Yes, alright, that's good. That brake bias shift was good. Good call, mate. Like it. Like it. A lot.
Slower car ahead. He's the class leader for these guys.
Right side.
You're the class leader?
Still there.
Step it up, mate. Oh no, you're second.
Right.
He's the class leader. Well, you should both step it up, mate. Says the guy who massively understeers off the track. What an insane turn this is. Boy, I wish I could read those larger messages while I'm racing. My apologies, gents, there's no chance. It's an insta-crash. Yeah, Lewis, that's exactly what I do. This is definitely more of a hobby / side hustle. There are some cool things that are going to come about as a result of it, which you guys will see over the coming months.
Stay right.
Things I'm very excited about. So in that sense, this channel has definitely served its purpose. But yeah, I'm definitely not a lifer, as they say. I'm not a stream 7 nights a week kind of guy to make ends meet. I've got my job, so I've spent my entire adult lifetime in the audio industry. So this is more just fun. We get to chill out together. Yeah, I've been told to get on Twitch. Actually, the host from Overtake was really trying to get me to do that when I went on. Folks, I would not be a true quote-unquote influencer if I did not remind you, please... No, not please. I don't like... I hate it when people like beg their audiences. What's that about? If you want to show the stream some love, please thumbs it up. Please, I said please again. I mean, technically, it's a matter of courtesy. If you thumbs up the stream, the algorithm gods shine down upon us. RNG Jesus gives me easier AI to fight against. He helps me overcome the rev limiter, the dreaded rev limiter, and helps more people see the stream, of course. Informs the algorithm that you like this content. So please do. You can find it within yourself to click that.
Coming up on a slower car.
That small icon there. Beneath the wildly flailing, highly unskilled guy. Should be just below me, shouldn't it? Technically. I'm trying to visualize the YouTube UI right now. I'll be watching this later, and then just like, nah, you got it wrong, Ermin. Likes, dislikes, you know, it's same difference to the algorithm. It's a strange world we live in where engagement is engagement, you know?
Is now 4.2.
All right, we're catching up to the dreaded Caymans.
On your right. Clear on the right side.
They're Manti specs, so they probably have better aero than I do. Growing the channel, good source of income. It depends. It depends what your scale of good income is. When you know, like I said, I spent an entire adult lifetime building a business in audio. It would probably take me another 20 years to try and match that return in sim racing. So I don't actually even think of it as a financial venture. It's so pointless to think of it in those terms. So we're just here having fun. I mean, that's ultimately what it's about. It's like a way back into motorsport, you know, because it's so hard to do here in Australia. We have so few tracks. The roads kind of suck in terms of speed limits. No autobahn. There's no way to really enjoy the motorsport hobby here in the same way that you can in Europe, you know? So I guess that's a way to get a slice of that back. And if you guys want to share your time with me as I'm flailing it around in RaceRoom, I am always hugely appreciative. Don't cut me off, bro. Don't do that.
Look on the left. Check your left. Hold your line.
I like this douchebag spotter I got. I picked the most douchey sounding spotter in Crew Chief, and it's great. His name's Ross, by the way, in case you have Crew Chief. He's great. It just sounds like he's out of, was it Thunder Knights? Thundercats? No, not Thundercats. Talladega Nights? Thunder something? Days of Thunder? Days of Thunder, yeah. Tom Cruise, NASCAR. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's quite fascinating, actually. The sim racing scene's rate of growth, it like hit a brick wall in, I think it was November of last year. That's when I noticed it. One of the things that I picked up from, you know, doing a lot of business and marketing and whatnot on the businesses I've done in audio is I can kind of time waves, and I time this channel to coincide with the lockdown wave and sim racing becoming hyper-focused. That's the only reason this channel exists on this level and you guys know about me, is because of that timing, to try and like get as much content out to as many people as possible. But I knew that like XP boost would run out eventually, right? Because people eventually have to get back to the real world. They've got to get back to their real lives, and that's happened. So the rate of growth on the channel has diminished so much. If the rate of growth had sustained at the same rate it was during the lockdown, so I remember looking at projection tools, I would have been close to 100k subs by now. Meanwhile, I actually know plenty of channels in other industries that are far more mainstream. They were my size about 4 months ago and are now close to 500,000. So, you know, it just depends on what your priorities are. I mean, racing is very niche. Sim racing is even more niche. So we do it for the love more than anything, you know? I mean, the only thing that's mainstream about racing is Formula 1, and I'm not really the biggest F1 guy, as you can probably tell. I miss the days of Colin McRae and Walter Roll. I'm getting you, Cayman. I got the better aero package.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Get out of here with your Mantai Racing kit.
Right side.
On the outside, yes, now I'm the one with the magic grip. I got my Project 3, my Project Cars 3 Magic Space Age tires on deck. Hey Chris, how you doing? Yeah, I know that a lot of these kind of streams are predicated on people driving with their subs or public servers, ranked, whatever. I think if I end up in a place that's slightly more aligned with the rest of the world, I'll start doing a lot more multiplayer content. That'd be fun. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy driving against people a lot more than AI, but it's a lot more casual. You can organize it on the fly, just chill out. Nothing is all that serious. If I punt someone by accident while reading the chat, it's, you know, not the end of the world. I'm not ruining someone's evening, other than my own. The Cup car is very chill. What am I doing? We got 17.9 laps left. I'll have to work out how to pit. Move my chat to the main screen. I don't even know how to do that. I remember trying, but there's no real easy way to do that. Driver swap in RaceRoom? I have no idea, actually. is that one of the features the community have been asking for a while now. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm a very newcomer to the community.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Here we go. Yes, get the run, son. Get the draft. Oh, moving out of the way. How nice.
Car to your right. They're in the right. Go, go, go.
I've got to say, RaceRoom is up there with some of the best AI in sim racing. Zeth, thank you so much.
2.4.
I'm going to have the best rave you've ever seen. I'm going to get the black lights on here. You'll see my white shirt start to glow. It's going to be awesome. The best sim, I'm not sure that there is one. There's sims that do certain things quite well. Like if you really like GT3s, ACC is a no-brainer. If you like a nice collection of cars and content, RaceRoom is amazing. It's a good starter, really good balanced driving model, feels quite lifelike to me. But if you want something that feels uncannily like an actual car or driving a car, like to feel the weight transfer in a way that's almost unbelievable, Beam & G is currently leading the industry in my opinion. Beam & G are doing something extraordinary. That sim is my hope for the future. Yes, you can see the standings beneath me, folks. I'm on pole because I'm awesome. Not because AI are easy or anything. Which sim has best AI? I think this one probably, in my opinion. At least out of what I've driven. Sure as hell ain't AMS2. I don't believe Beam supports VR yet, no. At least not that I'm aware of. Nice. Still trying to get the pulse in that corner. I like the way it feels when the tires wear out, you know, it feels very progressive, very nice. Elvis, thank you so much. Jeremy, man, I love that you're looking out for me here. You know it's taking everything I have just to drive this damn car. I appreciate you holding down the chat. And every time I look in my rear view, that other Porsche is right behind me. He's just waiting. He's just waiting for me to make the first mistake. So I may actually lose this position, guys, if I'm not quick enough in the pits, which I don't think I will be. I would recommend not clamping the CSL DD to your desk if you're running 8 newtons. You don't want to be doing that. 5 will be plenty. Trust me. You do not want 8 newtons on your desk. It's not a good time. You may find people that disagree, but they're wrong, so you know.
Okay, you're coming up on some slower cars.
Alright guys, don't listen to the crew chief. I'm coming up on faster cars, so you owe me a sub every time I pass one of them. Look at them, those really fast Cayman GT4s with totally more horsepower than my Porsche Cup car has. Come on, 2 for 1s. Oh man, they disrupted the airflow of that wing so bad.
Stay left. Lean to your right. Watch your right.
Alright, 2 for 1, I'll take it.
Right.
Hey, Sim Racers Arms, what's up? Good to see y'all. Yes, blessed with 2 live streams right next to each other. I felt so disappointed last night with all the random issues and the micro stutter that I thought, hey, why not stream and pretend that, you know, I've actually done this before and I know what I'm doing. So far I'm faking it, but it's working out really well. Turns out when you stream and you use one of the, you know, completely underutilized 15 cores that you have left free on your CPU, it tends to go more smoothly than using your video card, which is already overloaded by the game that you're running. I mean, who'd have thought, right? I know it's like some space age concepts there. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's no stuttering, and this is really buttery smooth, and I'm having a lot of fun. And I hope you guys are having fun, chilling, wherever you are. Whether it be, let's see, what would it be? Mid-afternoon in Europe? Late afternoon in Europe? Really, really damn early in the US? And one of the cool things is because, you know, F1 is on hiatus for a while, I actually can stream and people care about this content. The moment Formula 1 kicks in, man, sim racing viewership is just like, see you later. Okay, 4 o'clock, nice. Cool, cool. Time this okay. See, if I were to stream at your peak time, guys, it'd be 3 a.m. here in Australia. Very difficult doing this from Australia. It's one of the reasons I'm not one of the, you know, regular live streamers. How's that Porsche still back there? What a legend. What an absolute guy.
We think you should get about 77 more minutes on this set of tyres.
What mount do I recommend for the CSL DD? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. There's a lot of different cockpits out there that'll house it. In regards to mounts, it can do standard Fanatec side mounting, bottom mounting. You can slide the T-bolts in an array of different positions. You can really make it work for whatever you want. Thank you for the update on what time it is in different parts of the world. I'm always curious. I'm in the wrong gear. That would be why I'm losing a second. Oh, Roman.
Your left side tyres are carrying minor wear. Slower class car ahead.
My left side tyres are carrying minor wear. Who'd have seen that coming? Given that they're on fire compared to the rest. Certainly this corner wouldn't load them at all.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
The AI I'm using, Ricardo, is 105, fixed. Correct. I haven't had much luck with dynamic. It never seems to work out too well for me for some reason.
On the left. Clear to your left.
How's my fuel? Man, what a question, right? That's one of the reasons I use Crew Chief now, Jeremy. I don't have to think about my fuel. He'll be like, hey, Ermin, dipstick. You gotta like, go down the small road to the people that are waving at you holding the tires. Drive to them and stop before you run them over. I'm like, cool. Thank you, Crew Chief. My brain is already at capacity, just being alive. So, nuanced concepts like pitting are strange to me. Overwhelming and scary.
These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you.
Mate, they don't see me anyway, because I'm so fast. Come on, guys. One like for sick joke.
There, stay with them. Clear on your right.
It's dad joke hour here in Australia. One like, one dad joke. Yes.
Right.
Who's got the magic tires now, son?
Still there.
Oh no, he's gonna cut me off on the inside, isn't he? Come on, get on the power. Get on the power.
Good.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Use that stronger engine, Ermin. Whoa! Too much reading. What? Gets dangerous. But it's not like the Nordschleife. On the Nordschleife, I'd have just owned myself by now.
Slower class car ahead.
Mate, everyone's a slower class car compared to me.
Left side.
There's just something so enjoyable about the way that RaceRoom drives on the limit. It's so forgiving. It feels a little bit too forgiving, but that kind of makes it fun, you know. You can overdrive. It's almost like AMS2, but it actually feels like a car, you know.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I was driving in oh my god, I was doing a force feedback test in AMS2 at Laguna, not Laguna, Long Beach. Absolutely love Long Beach. But it's like the way that you can drive, it's like, all right, cool. You rotate, you're at the limit of the slip angle of the tires, and you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna scrub if I keep going. But you keep turning and the car keeps oversteering. And then you get on the gas, and then you rotate the rear end more, and that's like at the limit of the car in a high speed turn. Very weird. Very, very weird. I hope one day that Razor sort that out. I'd love to see the Madness engine actually, you know, drive like an automobile. It has so much potential. There's so many cool things that it does other than model car behavior. Conan, how you doing? Yeah, actually that's a good point. I've never done a full review on my sprint pedals. I guess because I've not really had anything comparable to to compare them to. You know, as opposed to someone like Will from Boosted who's just got like every load cell pedal under the sun and can give you a lowdown. I can't really offer much other than heavy pedal, stompy, good. I set it up so I don't have to do leg day, bro.
Seen a bit of wear all round.
Really? You don't say. I've been out here for ages, completely punishing my tires.
You're right.
Totally within track limits. Don't even stress.
Slower cars ahead. The class leaders up here.
Whoa. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Just like jinks in front of me and goes, yeah, don't worry about it. You're a douche. But I think I've lost my next competitor. He got lost in traffic back there, so there we go.
Green flag sector 3.
Stay right, clear on the left. On the
Really?
right, 3 wide, you're in the middle. You're clear left, 3 wide.
You douchebags. Alright, here we go. Gonna use that superior motor to cut ahead. We've got 16 seconds until the next guy, so at least I've got a bit of a run. Get a bit more space between me and the rest of the cup cars. Beamer go yeet, indeed. Liking the hardware chat, folks. Oh, the tires have seen better days. My lord. It's saying 61%. I don't know what that actually means here in RaceRoom, but it's feeling like 2% to be honest. Alright, maybe 20%. And my favorite corner that not at all loads the left side tires. Hey, that was actually a really good run through there. Awesome. Yeah, I tried to yeet it through there. That's the good thing about RaceRoom, you can't really drive like that, which is good. It's kind of like life, you can't just scrub. Well, I mean, you can scrub, but you can also lose time and destroy your tires when you do that. The CSL DD can't even be compared to the T500 if I'm honest. They might as well be different things, you know? It's like you comparing an Xbox controller to a jumbo jet. They may as well not be in the same tier of objects. Almost 200 likes, guys, you're the best. Let me elegantly segue into that. Guys, if you're enjoying this nice little stream and my amazing skill against these totally not at all AI that is set apparently too low for my skill level, consider hitting that like. Inform the algorithmic gods to shine down upon us. To spread the stream around to all the good little boys and girls of sim racing. Maybe they all can join us. And watch as I lap vastly underpowered cars and feel good about myself.
Slower car ahead. This guy's the class leader. You've just done a...
How are you the class leader? How are you the class leader and you did that turn at like 10 Ks? You don't deserve to be the leader of anything. You can be the leader of sucking my exhaust pipe. Oh, these tires have really had it. But yes, far more gear reviews coming soon, folks. I've got the pedals, the CSL pedals that are meant to pair with the CSL DD. The review should have been out by now already, but Fanatec didn't send me the 2 extra long M6 bolts that you need to actually mount it to any rig. And because I'm locked down, I can't go and buy them, so I can't do that quite yet, but I will eventually. So make sure you're subscribed if that kind of thing interests you. Alright, not too bad. Losing about a second per lap though, it's crazy. I mean, with a BMW holding me up. 10 laps estimated. How much time do we have left in the race? Trying to work this out. Oh yeah, 1 hour and 13 minutes. Is it counting up or down? Okay, cool. We're almost halfway through, folks.
That was a 2:13.15.
More likes than viewers, that's terrible. Where did I lose everyone?
Gap to Mia behind.
It's Schadenfreude, isn't it? You guys like watching me suffer with stutters. Cursing the gods. Wondering why I can't catch the AI in front of me. Tods, I'm good. How are you? No, Kraken, I just lose all of my progress until they unlock the gyms again for another week, and then I start again, and then I start again, and then I start again, and then I start again. It's one of the great things about deferring all centralized authority to the state.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Reminds me of something, kind of like the part of the world that I fled. Ah, you guys in the West. You've yet to experience totalitarianism at its finest, and you will soon. It's going to be good fun. CJ, the sim with the best AI. I like RaceRoom a lot, myself. How long are we in lockdown for? I mean, essentially it's indefinite here in Australia. Depends on the state though. New South Wales, I've heard, are going to be in lockdown until Q2 of next year. Ours kind of never end, if I'm honest. I think we're in our 6th one right now, and the periods in between aren't fully unlocked either, so it's just a perpetual kind of state of limbo down here. Because we have this idea where we're like, hey, well, we have this really ambitious plan that we want to see through that there's no chance that we can get over 30 million people on board for. But let's assume that we do, and we get the numbers that we want to get. During the good periods where there's no cases, why don't we continue taking flights from overseas, including from hotspots that are sure to cause breakouts in the community again? And this has happened about 3 or 4 times now. So the same state that's being entrusted with all this power to affect people's lives is ever so slightly screwing up on their own doctrines. Just tends to be what happens when you centralize responsibility and power with the state. Something I know very well, being a Slav. Something that my Russian bros will know very well as well. But yeah, anyway, it's just me venting a little bit. I won't lie though, I mean, if it weren't for this, I probably wouldn't have started the sim racing channel, so glass half full, I wouldn't have moved house. Wouldn't be doing like 3 or 4 full-time jobs. But I wish that my friends in the music industry were having a bit of an easier time. I mean, they pretty much single-handedly destroyed live music here in Australia. I think the arts here really needed a lot of help, and they're not getting them.
Last lap was at 212.76.
Florida. Man, what a crazy case Florida is. I watch a lot of content from Florida. Oh, the radar, Klaus. So the radar that comes up, that's part of AutoHUD. It's part of the entire HUD structure I've got set up here. Well, I read the chat for too long and now I've overshot. I need to not spin, don't spin, don't spin, don't spin, don't spin. Oh man, it's so much worse than I thought it would be. Guys, hazards of the job.
Green flag, all clear.
It's alright. It's alright, we can still do this. The GT3 Cup's still a few seconds behind us. Ooh, I can feel the pickup on the wheel though. That's another point to the CSL DD. I can feel the marbles on the tyres.
Green flag, sector 2.
Anyway, we're okay. There's still a buffer in there.
Is reeling you in. The gap's now 2.3.
These tyres. These tyres have really had it.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Well, I know for the future, run my streams off the CPU. Way less issues. But maybe less of my like manic ranting against, you know, all the ills of the world and AMD and whatnot. It's less exciting. Maybe I should just run rant streams in the future, just bypass the sim rig entirely and just set up like a conference table and just yell at you. It can be like a conservative news outlet or something. My PC specs.
Behind is pitting. Sector 2 is
I've got a
clear.
Ryzen 5950X, 3080, 64 gig of RAM. I guess that's the main ones, really. I don't know what else. There's like 6 hard drives in here because I do production work. Like 3 SSDs, 3 mechanicals. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, yet more lapping.
Slower,
I'm
faster
excited.
car ahead.
The main board. It's one of those crazy Asus ones. I always forget the name. ROG
On your left.
Crosshair 8
Still there.
Wi-Fi,
Stay with them. Clear
I think.
on your left. On the left. Clear to your left. Left side.
Nice.
Hold your line. Clear
Lewis,
on the
thanks
left
for joining
side.
us.
Left. Clear on the left side.
No, RaceRoom definitely doesn't care about how many cores I got, so I've got like one of the worst CPUs imaginable for it.
He'll come out just behind you.
But one of the cool things is I can delegate some of the free cores, many of the free cores, to actually running the stream, which is awesome. Yeah, Asus ROG Crosshair 8.
Coming up on a slower
You'd
car.
think if they spent so much time stapling words and numbers together and model designations, they could have spent more time making sure we didn't have pervasive USB power dropout issues for 6 months without them being addressed. It was almost impossible to stream when I first got this PC. As some of you might remember from back then, my DSLR would actually drop out all the time. And my picture would just like freeze here in the corner of the screen.
Right, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Caused some good memes though.
Behind is increasing. It's now 7.6 seconds. Right, Muller.
But putting AutoHard on a separate core, isn't that something I have to do manually each time? You can't set affinity permanently, can you? I mean, my audio is blaring at me through my studio monitors, large speakers that I have in front of me, next to the TV. And because this is a very directional microphone and I run a noise gate on it, you don't actually hear the spill. Yeah, Mark, it's I mean, that's what a Porsche Cup car is. It's an understeery mess on power. It's kind of how they drive. That's one of the reasons I'm challenging myself with it, because I don't like this handling character at all.
On your left. Clear on your left.
But doing things that challenge me is fun. Whoa, like trying to deal with all that understeer. Dear Lord.
Track limits. Keep it between the lines.
What track limits, mate?
Right. He's getting from position 2. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you.
Oh no. You telling me my competitor's gonna win?
Stay left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Watch your
This
right.
is where the pit strategy comes into it, guys.
Hold your line. Clear on the right side.
Yeah, well, if any of you know the crew chief, folks, tell him to put the name Ermin in here, so we'll actually, you know, say it correctly. I have very limited talking and driving skills, as you can see. I overshoot corners quite frequently when I go to look at the chat. I need the chat closer to the screen. Alright, what do we have? 5.5 more laps, then I've got to pit. Exciting, I've never pit here before. I don't even know where the pit entry is. It's before this turn, isn't it? It's over there somewhere. No, it's up there. Okay, but where do I brake? Folks, I need a brake marker. The AI is on 105 tonight. It tends to be highly variable depending on the track and the cars though, so it doesn't really mean that much.
There's a group of slower cars ahead.
Captain Sloth. Nice.
On the left side clear.
Oh, I tried the undercut. I can't.
Car to your right.
Brake way before. Okay,
Right side
cool.
clear.
Fair enough. Is that because you're coming into it so hot? How does the adaptive AI work? Does it carry over from races? Like, does it carry over from race to race, or do you have to train them again each time you start up something new? Nice. So many questions, guys. I'm struggling to read while driving. TR8s treat me well. I wouldn't say it's perfect for my needs, but if I didn't really get down with the manual driving, if I mostly did GT cars and like open wheelers, they'd be really, really on point. I don't think I'd feel much, if anything, missing. I really like the look of it.
Alright, we're at the halfway point. We estimate 10 minutes of fuel
Beam and
left.
G does have cockpit views, they just suck.
Slower class car ahead.
How is that a track limit
20
here?
minutes, watch those lines.
Right side, clear to your right.
It's a strange one, Road America. Adaptive AI sounds interesting. I should give it a shot, but
You're clear left.
not had much luck with it in the past. The seat's alright. It doesn't breathe particularly well, so you tend to get sweaty in these longer sessions. Oh, it's looking like I'll be able to finish the race on my second load of fuel. That's awesome. Fuel to end, 87. I love these calculations. How good is that? It's telling me how much fuel to add at the pit stop. I'm gonna see if I can actually do that. I've actually done a pit stop in RaceRoom in, well, over a month, I think. How dare you get a better run out of the corner than me, Cayman? With your superior chassis. Oh my god, that's so much dirty air. Whoa, that could have been bad. No! Oh, don't read and drive.
Okay, you just cut the track.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some repairs when I'm in the pits, I think.
We're seeing some minor suspension damage.
Wheels a little bit off, but it's not terrible.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car right.
Okay, we're getting into that fun part of the
Still
evening.
there. Clear on your right.
Alright, still got 3.5 laps left.
Right side.
Please stop turning onto me, sir.
Clear right.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector
Thanks,
2
Jordan.
is
Appreciate
yellow.
it. Have a nice day.
Green flag, Sector 2.
Have to unselect the fuel to change the value, then select it again. Okay. Man, what if I do the run without any...
Bit of wear on your right side tyres. We're seeing significant wear on your left
Kevin,
front. You're coming up on some
thank you
slower
so
cars,
much for the fiver,
including
mate.
their class leader.
I'm glad you enjoyed the review videos. I enjoyed making them a lot.
Stay right.
Running into this traffic at one of the most awkward points. Oh no, Eamon. Oh, what are you doing?
Left. Clear left.
I think I'm losing it, guys. We're hitting that midnight
Left
portion.
side. Still there. Clear left.
The stewards
Where my brain is kind of left on me.
between the white lines.
On your left.
Yes, I know. Track limits, yada da da.
There. Stay with them. Clear on the left
Alright,
side.
I'm gonna give it double the focus.
Stay right.
It's one of the fun things about streaming in Australia. You do it in the dead of night. Cool. Alright. But yeah, as I was saying about the... what was I talking about? The seat on the TR8. It doesn't breathe very well for long sessions, so I'm finding my back is starting to sweat quite a lot now.
That's a new fastest lap for Miller, 2:10.42.
A guy did a 210? Man, that must be with new tires, surely. You know what? I just want to do this now. You guys said to break way before.
Activate limiter. When we leave the pits,
Alright.
we think we'll be in P3, right behind
What do I need? Alright, there we go. That should do it. I won't fix the suspension damage. Don't fix. Do fix. Doesn't seem to actually change the Am I actually pitting? Okay, good. Okay, good. I get a break. Yes! Guys, like up the stream if you're enjoying it. Show us some algorithmic love. Am I going to get going immediately? No? Okay. Just kind of wondering how it calculates this. I haven't done many pit stops in this. Ah, there we go. Okay. Changing tires and repairing suspension. So they do those at the same time and it doesn't cost me extra time. That's kind of cool. Don't fix suspension. Well, here we are. Got to fight my way back. Oh, I've just lost it. I'm in second. So, did the menu lie to me about the estimated pit stop time? Is that another one of those race roomisms? Whatever. It's fun.
Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
Time to catch him.
Okay, 8. The next car is Smyslov.
No talkie, full focus time. Whoa, why understeer? Ah, cold. Oh, man. No, they're not cold. They're hot. Why the understeer? Toe tip, thank you so much.
The gap is now 2.8 seconds.
Oh, so you have to request the pit stop before going into the pit. Okay, cool. That's good. Every sim is different in that regard. That's, good way to find out, though, against the AI, right? Rather than an online race. Now I know I can request the pit, just like an R-Factor. I know in ACC you don't have to. It's just like, go in there whenever you want. Whatever. Time to find my way back. Can we do it?
The gap to Smyslov in front is now 3.1 seconds.
Okay, maintain that. I would love to feel the G-forces of that in real life. That'd be such a great feeling. Oh, look at that pit time, guys. Rather pit time. Look at the delta. I'm a minute off my time. I think I'm slightly off pace there. Glad you see it that way, Toe Tip. Not many people do. Instead of seeing it as a balanced opinion based on whatever information one has to act on at the time, they tend to see it as intermittently shilling for different companies for nefarious reasons. Because I certainly have nothing better to do. But yeah, I like to just enjoy whatever's vibing right at the time, because sims are constantly being updated, and sometimes an update like the force feedback one for RaceRoom can make all the difference to its feel. Hence why we're here enjoying it.
On the left.
Sorry for the dive, bucko.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear on your left.
No micro stutters tonight, Ali. I lost so many positions in the pits. That's what I love about endurance racing. It's like most of that stuff happens in the pits.
Hold your line. Clear right.
Come on. We've got to catch this guy. Come on, traffic. Hold him up. That's right. I've got to turn TC down.
Slower class car ahead.
Oh, what are you doing?
Check your left. Left side clear.
Why BMW? Why you race me so hard?
The right tyres are cold. The active Smyslov ahead is now 3.6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm using Otterhud. It's a very, very cool overlay. I like it a lot. Whoa, the understeer. It'll feel really relieving to get out of the Cup car and drive GT3s again. It must be the fuel load. I'm not used to driving with the extra fuel load. Must be what's making it feel so heavy.
Left side. Clear on the left side.
So disabling Otterhard didn't fix the micro stutters. The micro stutters seem to be happening exclusively on the N24 layout. I tested other games immediately after that stream, it was fine. I tested this in all configurations earlier today, it was fine. I'm running the stream off my CPU rather than my video card, and that seems to be helping a lot too. So, you know, live and learn.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Right side. You're clear right.
I like RaceRoom quite a lot. It doesn't feel very dead to me at all.
On the right. Clear to your right.
I'd say that it doesn't have an overabundance of little forces in the force feedback, but it does the medium and the macro details really, really well.
There's a group of slower cars
Which,
ahead.
I mean, to me is quite realistic because my BMW M2 wheel in real life has like no detail in it at all.
Car right. Right
Oh,
side.
I'm catching him. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay, E, you're reeling.
Get the slingshot, damn
The
it.
gap is now 1.4 seconds. They're slower than us through.
Right side. Still there.
Didn't get a good line through
Right.
there.
Go, go, go.
No toe tip. I don't have any merch yet, but I did have a design done up months ago that I've yet to print through. I'm trying to work out which company to run it through. It's a really, really cool design. I think a lot of people will like. I demoed it on our 20,000 sub video. Go figure. I demoed the merch when the channel was half its size. Oh man. Talk about procrastinating. Oh no. No. No, 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 no. What was that? What was that? What the hell was that? What was that?
Left side.
What was that?
You're clear. Incident
I haven't
clear.
had that happen in the entire race. Yes, I love my M2 about as much as I love that last turn there. Man, what was that? Ah. You know, ever since I've come out of those pits, the car just hasn't felt right to me.
Now leading.
Maybe it's the fact that I'm tired.
Okay, E, don't let this guy distract you.
Yes, it was a pretty ambitious rejoin, thank you. Yes, I think the broken suspension unlocked something in the car. Probably should have saved the 20 seconds trying to fix it, you know?
Gap to Bushner behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Man, I was so close as well. Oh, I was going to catch the guy in front, I was going to get back to the podium positions. It's okay, there's 45 minutes left. I gotta talk less and just focus. Can feel the fatigue starting to kick in. I'm actually on a relatively normal sleep pattern here in Oz for once, and I guess it just doesn't agree with the streaming lifestyle. Cool, thank you for the play-by-play of what happened. It's always good to know what I might have done wrong. Probably dumped too much torque to the rear wheels, makes sense. Alright, take two. It's a little bit better. Yeah, it's a glorious sounding game, isn't it? And the force feedback feels very good through the CSL DD. I was gushing about it earlier, but I thought I'd give you guys a break, you know? Oh my god, a positive delta?
Sector 1 is clear.
I'm still capable of such things? Really? What's my lap estimate though? What would that be? Oh, it'd be like in the high to mid 211s. Cool.
Car to
Thank
your
you,
left.
guy.
Clear on your left.
What a great time to get in front of me. On my flying lap. Having to drive this thing on the throttle like that is so crazy. It's just like a balance of massive oversteer followed by massive understeer.
Mia is leading the race.
I've never raced in iRacing before, so I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Now, 0.9.
Wow, from a green delta to a second down. Guy in front's 12 seconds ahead. That's going to be a tricky proposition. That pit really hurts.
0.9 off the pace.
I'm probably asked the most about iRacing, I've got to say, of all the sims. The one I have the ethical objection to. I've got to say, I'm so stoked that for once in my life the stream has gone off without a hitch, now that I've jinxed it.
Weissmuller is now in the lead.
God, the brake isn't working anymore.
The guy in front is Weissmuller.
Alright, come on.
Four.
The bumps through there feel great. Darn it, game. I want a positive delta again.
Next car is Smyslov. Your lap times are improving. This is exactly what we need.
The CSL DD is great. I'm loving it. Still having fun. Almost an hour and a half into the race. Wondering where those other cup cars are. I'm hoping that they're getting caught up by the traffic. But they aren't, are they? Oh, no. Why did I have to spin and use the incorrect pit strategy?
Slower class cars ahead. The gap to Bushner behind is now 1.5 seconds.
left. Clear to your left. Car to your right. Clear on your right.
It's cool. Force you to improvise your lines a bit doing these overtakes. I like it.
The car in front is
Yeah.
slower class car ahead.
Here we go. Don't block me. Why would you block me? He's just like fully trying to block me.
On your right. Clear right.
The RaceRoom force feedback is very different to R-Factor 2. In a direct drive, I actually prefer the RaceRoom force feedback, which is kind of funny. But I think on lower end wheels, R-Factor is great because it's so informative. You know, there's all these assorted canned forces in there. Oh no! Cayman.
Stay
I
right.
expected more pace. It's a good thing that the damage model in RaceRoom is very forgiving, so I don't think that actually caused anything.
That lap was a 2:13.
Car to your left. You're clear left.
Alright, we've started a sim war in the chat. That's what I need for engagements. Thumbs up or thumbs down in the video
Some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
to bring in more people to fight in the global sim wars. Tell me, guys, what's your favorite sim? That question always goes down so well.
Left side. Clear left. Check your left. You're clear left.
You're reeling. Yeah.
Wait.
In. The gap is.
Oh my god, I'm
7.
catching them.
You're slower than us.
I'm catching them, guys.
Watch your right.
Slower class car ahead.
Alright, guys.
On the right side.
One sub per equal class car pass. Oh, am I gonna get him? No. Oh, you're messing with me, bro.
Right side.
One sub per cup car. Let's do it. There's one. There's one. Yes. Position regained.
Good stuff. We'll have some more of that.
Stay left. Still there. Hold it. Hold your line. Clear on your right.
Alright, folks. Like up the stream so more people can see this utter glory. While I try and stay awake desperately at whatever it is, 1 a.m. Yes, time to reclaim first. Welcome to the channel, Lid. Welcome, one and all. Alright, keep in reserve. No more subs until I pass that cup car up in front. That guy with the beautiful factory livery. Look at it. Look at that thing. It's gorgeous. Don't spin. Don't spin. We've been here before. Don't spin, I say. Is that both of them? Oh my god. That's the class leader, the race leader up there. He's slowing them down for some reason. Alright, let's do this.
E3. The lap time was at 2:13.59.
Left side clear.
We've got it, come on, turn, rotate, you hunkering beast. No BMW,
Car left.
why you race me so hard?
Clear on your left.
Alright, P1 or DNF, I'll take it, let's go. All or nothing, the full Verstappen. Man, they're side by side up there, I like this. Come on, get it, get it,
Car to your right.
get it, yes!
They're still there.
2 subs please, 2 for 1,
Your
let's
right,
go!
Right side.
Can I hold it? No, he's got the,
Right side.
almost a crash back there. Yes, yes, hold it. Back where we belong in pole. Now to hold on to it for the next half hour. Here we go. Yes. Welcome to the channel, folks.
Slower class cars.
Like up the stream for more pathetic anti-AI driving.
On the left.
Angry Balkan guy
On the
yells at
left
cloud
side.
and or TV. Yes, there we go. All right, I'm back in. I'm back in. I feel like I've had a cup of coffee after that. I've had the adrenaline kick in. Thank you, Mr. EP. I'm going to crash if I read that name. Welcome to the channel.
You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting. They might not notice you.
Because they've totally noticed me before, mate. Whoa, oh no.
Watch your right.
No,
Clear to
no, no,
your
no.
right. Stay
Whoa, that
left.
was close. Oh my
right.
god, that was, I was within a millimeter of completely losing that. Not cool.
Right
Not
side.
cool, lower class guy.
Clear right.
Leader? Not leader, he's third. You guys suck.
You're leading.
Have more situational awareness, damn it. Alright, here we go. Back to it. Second win, baby. Adrenaline.
Slower class
Fabio,
car ahead.
welcome to the channel. Welcome one and all. Hope you're enjoying your day wherever you are, whether it be early evening in Europe, super early morning in the US as you start your day. If you feel like starting your day with a little bit of charity, liking up the stream will help the algorithmic gods look down upon us kindly, shower us with blessings and or homepage recommendations.
The gap to Weissmuller behind is now 2.0
So
seconds.
please do like up the stream if you want to see more angry Balkan guy yells at fake cars. I do so enjoy RaceRoom, especially here with the CSL DD. Match made in heaven, as far as I'm concerned. Such a great balance of forces, and of course, I'm going to have a tutorial video on all my favorite settings in all the major sims for the CSL DD. Heck, you know what? You know what? What's the goal I should set? You know, if by the end of this video, we get 100 subs from just this video, I will install iRacing. I will drive in iRacing and I'll boil down a force feedback guide for the CSL DD for iRacing using IRFFB. Big commitment though. Requires a bit out of viewers. There was actually a time, I was talking about the metrics and stuff last year. There was a time last year when the massive lockdowns were happening all around the world where on this channel it was just growing at a rate of about 300 subs per day when I wasn't doing anything. These days I'd be lucky to get like 50 a day when I'm pumping out content full time. It's kind of funny how that goes. But I appreciate you guys watching. You're the OGs left over. Everybody else went back. They're like, yeah, I don't have time for this motorsport hobby anymore, but the rest of us like, no, we're the lifers. We love this shiz.
Coming up on a slower car.
Feels so good over those curbs. I don't think I've said that tonight. You can really feel the tires conforming over the ripples.
Check your left. Left
Somebody
side
wants to
clear.
brighten up the day of the RaceRoom devs. Feel free to show them this stream. Nothing but praise. And no micro stutters, so nothing to complain about tonight. AMD powered stream with my Intel liveried car. It's a good time to be alive. Some strong postmodern thinking there. Da-da-da. Okay, get on the power there.
Gap to
Solid.
Weissmuller behind is increasing. It's now 2.4.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might hold off for that force feedback guide for the CSL DD because the units are going to take so long to ship out. I want to make sure that the settings are like schmick 100%. And in case Fanatec do any more internal driver updates and, you know, void all my settings, I want to make sure that's still relevant for you guys. Also, it gives me a chance to learn iRacing, you know, assuming I do check out iRacing. Who knows? It's a long year. And a long lockdown. Unit temperature? I can't feel it.
Muller behind is pitting
It's
now.
no warmer than my glove or hand. It's actually
Lap time's
cooler than
pretty
my hand.
consistent.
It's barely even warmed up. In fact, it could be less than
Coming
the
up onto slower
room
cars.
temperature.
These guys are fighting for position. The class leaders in this group.
B9, thank you.
On the right. Clear on the right. Go, go, go. Right side.
I make it look easy by sucking and then lowering the AI. No, we're at the nominal 105 today. I don't know whether that's fast, slow, intermediate, but I found them quite raceable. Like, they weren't impossible. Like they were at 115. Also, I look forward to doing this track again with a car that I actually, you know, drive with rather than the cup car. While it's really fun and I enjoy this bizarre rear engine behavior, it's like my heart longs for a McLaren. Misha, loan me your 720. Starting to get the pulse of that throttle. You can really feel the weight transfer front to rear in RaceRoom. Fourth pint, mate. That's the peak time to go racing. But stay in cheer for me. Like up the stream. Bring me more viewers. I thrive on the souls of wannabe sim racers. I'm right proper sweating now. I mean, this is it's a workout. I'm gonna need to take a shower after this, I think, and maybe eat another full meal. Maybe I'm gonna order a kebab, 2 a.m. kebab or whatever time it is.
Car to your left. Clear on the left side.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't often race online, is it's kind of hard to get it down living here in Australia. Because there's very few things going on other than organised league races, which I'm usually not able to attend because I do this stuff on the fly. And if I race against Europeans, the latency is so bad that it's just a terrible race. Like, you end up just netcoding people off. So until I relocate, I don't think it's going to be, you know, on the cards. It's kind of a minor miracle I'm able to even stream because it's so late at night here. So, you know, just Australia things. Like being locked at home for a year and a half. Welcome, Andrew.
Right. Still there.
Aw. It's alright.
Hold your line.
Love
Right
tap.
side clear.
Robbing is racing. I can't afford to look at the chat right now. This is some
Car right.
these are some precarious times right here.
You're clear right.
Alright. Thanks, Sally. Enjoy your day at work as much as you can, you know. Yeah, Canada. It's kind of like the North American Australia. We have a free flow of people between the two countries because the cultures are so similar. It's kind of... Oh, no. No. It's alright, we're good, we're fine, we're good. Alright, it's alright, I've just...
Yellow flag.
It's alright, it's fine.
Gone out of track limits.
It's fine.
Between the lines.
It's fine.
Exiting clear.
It's
Green
totally fine. It's fine. Woo! No F needed. No F needed. Just send me your thoughts and prayers. Woo!
Yeah, behind
Alright.
is fitting.
The fatigue's kicking in. I'm losing my natural adrenaline boost. Damn it, Will. I said no F. Go to sleep, mate. It's the middle of the night or something. You got, like, kids to look after. Semi-F. There, you got it. Recovered F. I'm driving against your favorite class of car, Will, the Cayman Club Sport GT4 thingo. They're annoying. They hold up my cup car. My glorious oversteery then understeery cup car. Alright, oversteer and understeer. And oversteer and understeer. Oh, Porsche. What a way to design a car. And they let people drive these on the road. You gotta tell me what the force feedback in this title is like on the Simucube, Will, when it's not attempting to explode your wheelbase, that is.
The left front has a bit of wear.
I love this heavy turd. I just love how crap this car is. You know, it makes it fun to drive. Oh, so much understeer. Hey, 3 dislikes? That's pretty good. I mean, I was complaining all of last night. I only got 1 downvote. That's pretty, like, you know, been way more positive tonight. Maybe that's what people have come to expect from this channel. I need to be, like, complaining about something all the time. You know, micro stutter, blah, 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 time model, something, something, R factor, menu, you know, blah, 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 iRacing, monetization scheme, something. I'll work it out. There are no GT3s in this race, believe it or not.
Sector 2.
So I'm in the Cup car, which is the highest class. Everyone else is beneath me. Yes, that's the line. That's the line. Probably isn't. If I looked at the Delta, it probably wouldn't be, but it felt good. Just finesse the throttle. This is one of the most awkward turns. I love it though. It's like an endless challenge. Car is so bipolar. The moment you let off the throttle, it's like, oh, I see you want to turn, sir. Why, yes, allow me to do that for you. Front tires being shot from too much steering angle, I would believe that. Also, I've had to lower the camber to even out the tire pressures over a long stint. So the car's a bit more understeery in that regard than it would be, so the fronts aren't as turned in. You can see I'm trying to even out the greenness. Actually, why am I pointing there? It's beneath me. It's down there? Down there, beneath me. That, the green one. Trying to get it equally green. Makes the car behave weirdly. You've come to the most technical sim racing channel, gents. Forget about Will and Boosted and his taking apart gear and showing you cross sections and talking about motors and internals. I'll tell you about green stuff. You gotta even out the green stuff. Green is fast. Just look at that Delta. Green is fast.
20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes
You
left.
get all the important info here.
Slower class car.
On the right.
I'm like the second coming of Alien Sim Racer, except I've yet to master the art of using cheapo X-Files music while doing a hit piece on someone. Alright, here we go. interesting how mechanical it becomes after a while, the whole process of just lap after lap after lap for 2 hours. It's quite impressive. I do really enjoy the challenge of endurance racing. Yes. Yeah, absolutely, man. All the observations to go faster, by all means. Road America is definitely not one of my lockdown tracks. And maybe I can do it your way again, Will. Then I'll donate you another $200 on the next stream where you get punted by someone. Was it GM? Depends which Porsche. I think you're talking about the Cayman, it's not rear engine, but the GT3 RS is pretty sure they are.
Just
GT2 RS is pretty sure they are.
Okay, lap times are pretty consistent.
With that, Will trying to give me driving advice when I'm in pole position. What a guy. Trying to undermine my credibility. Because the world knows me as such an alien. Alright. Yes, Kevin Estra, baby. Pass on the grass. That's the spirit, Jeremy. You're the sim racing mercenary. I can't wait to finish, have a hot cup of tea, and just like rewatch this while crying, wrapped up in my Duna.
Coming up on a slower car.
At 3 a.m.
On your left. Still there. Hold your line. You're clear left.
I totally agree with you, Will. I am oversteering now. I'm gonna read that large diatribe as soon as I get on the first straight. Definitely not the sustained corner. I've gotten into the habit of this oversteering thing on the second stint. The car felt super weird and heavy when I came out of the pits. So I think I just kind of freaked out and did bad things.
On the left. Clear on the left.
I think it just kind of became fun. It started to keep me awake, you know, the whole steering too much thing.
Left.
Slower class car ahead.
Clear left.
Alright guys, I'll drive the boring way now. I'll set brake bias back 1 point for you, mate. I might spin.
Watch your right. Clear
I told you, Will, we need to collaborate on the Beam and G video. We need to do a car hunt.
Right. Clear left.
Be like, what do you call it again? Guy with true life motion rig gets chased by angry sim incels. We'll do something like that, and we can do it in the 70s cars. And then you can just like run away from us. Because you've got the most impressive rig, and that's what people want to see. I'll do what I do best, and I'll try and punt you.
On your left. You're clear left. Left. Clear on the left.
We've got cold tyres, so we need to get some heat into them.
Beam and G's more than worth it. Beam and G is, in my opinion, the most realistic sim when it comes to emulating actual car behavior, like core level car behavior. It's insane. If you do low speed drifting on one of the older cars, it's unreal. The sensation of weight transfer is unbelievable.
Exactly what we came here for.
Unfreaking believable.
Right side.
In some ways, they're so far ahead of everyone else.
Clear to your right. Right side. Still there.
People think of it as like a joke crash simulator, but my god, it's so much more.
Clear right.
Oh yeah, nice. I blew up that front left tire. I mean, it's just Road America. It's just the way Road America goes. You put a lot of strain on that tire. and then it wears out and you can't do these turns anymore. I don't have a favorite genre of music anymore. I mean, I grew up, my life's work is based around metal music. I grew up listening to indie rock, industrial, and metal, but I love classical, I love soundtracks, I just love good music, whatever that means. I recently finished a new North Lane record for North Lane being a domestic Australian band, and
car ahead. Clear on the left side.
I enjoyed it quite a lot. God damn it. I momentarily forget I'm driving a cup car. It just requires its own thing.
Stay left. Still there, stay with them.
Why you race me so hard,
Still
lower
there,
class
right
car?
side clear.
Herman's brain is at capacity. I'm guessing it's like 1 or 2 a.m. because I'm feeling like it's 1 or 2 a.m. But we have 12 minutes left. All right, we can do it. We can do it. I can hold out for, what is it, 6 more laps? 5 more laps? We got just enough fuel. It's one thing I love about RaceRoom, comes with AutoHUD. I don't have to do any crazy fuel calculations. As you guys know, that's definitely not my strength. I leave the strategizing to other people and I just yell into a mic. 1 a.m. Cool, thanks, Will. I got enough time to cry into a blanket after this. Sick. You know, for the amount that you and I have interacted on each other's streams, we've had very few phone calls. I find that weird. Do you find that weird, like the way that you interact with people in the modern world? You kind of half know them. You know them better than you know your friends in some ways, and way worse than others. Like, that never quite sunk in and felt natural to me, you know? It's so strange. Show the force feedback settings after the race. I mean, there's nothing crazy to show. They're almost identical to what I had on my DD1 and DD2 force feedback videos, so everything pretty much at the max defaults. For maximum dynamic range, maximum forces coming out of the title, and I use the per car force feedback multiplier to get it in the sweet spot. So if you guys can see, after I complete this turn here, right down there, there's a graph. That graph is my force feedback. You can see how I've dialed it to avoid clipping but still give me a good amount of dynamic range. That's where the secret sauce is. Looking at that graph and feeling the force feedback and dialing it accordingly. Outside? Outside.
On your right. Your right.
No! Why do you have to be a cup car?
Got a bit of tyre wear on all your tyres. 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, I get
10
you, mate.
minutes left.
I know how it is. It's the same here. I mean, I can't even stream because I have to do it in the middle of the night for the Euros. We have such a... We're so out of sync. We're so out of sync here. Do I gym every day? No, I used to. There's no micro stutter 324D. Luckily, that was just an N24 layout thing. I don't know what happened. It's not the HUD. It's not my graphics card. It's not my CPU. It was just something about that specific track causing the issues. RaceRoom doesn't like it. But yes, back when I was allowed to have a life by the government, I used to lift anywhere from, depended on the thing I was doing, but anywhere from about 4 to 6 days a week. It was a big part of my life. And now, I am an emaciated shell of myself, which I suppose slots me in very nicely with the Australian populace. Why does the gym need internet, Will? What would we love to see added into RaceRoom? There's one thing above all that would just excel this game. Laser scan tracks. Laser scanned tracks. Ah, selfies, right. You need Wi-Fi for that, because you're doing them in full res. You got to get all the striations and the vascularity in there, right? Because you can't send it from your phone, it's like a compressed JPEG. It's got to be a full TIFF file, you know? You gotta, you know? Gotta make it count. And you spend years getting those striations. You want every single one of them in the photo. 8K minimum.
Left side.
That's right, ray traced vascularity.
Your last lap time was at 2:13.
Oh, they're repaving this track. That sucks. I love how crappy these tracks are. Yeah, the whole checking into gym thing is hilarious. Like, when you're the kind of person who's like a lifer at training or whatever, and you do it for decades, the last thing on your mind is to make an event out of it, because it's like
Right side.
you posting every time you like check in at work or something, or like have lunch. You know, it's a non-event for you. So you can always tell when someone isn't really a gym person based on how much of a deal they make out of their routine and every small little improvement they make.
Right side, clear on the right side.
The thing is, you lift long enough, people are just going to notice. People are going to, you know, you're not going to want them to. At a given point, I honestly got kind of annoyed at getting hit on by guys, which is fine and everything, you know, if you swing that way, it's fine. Some of my favorite people are, but you just kind of get tired of rebuffing the advances, which in a sense, I suppose, gives you an idea of what it's like to be a chick, which, I mean, I get it. It's rough. But yes, upsides and downsides to everything.
Your right sides are cold.
I didn't realize I said anything funny, but cool. Hey, Mixter, you're back. I'm feeling great now that the race is almost over and I can almost go to sleep. I feel amazing.
Right side, clear right.
Come on, hey, just 5 minutes left.
You
Hold
can
your
hit
nerve.
on me
We can
any
win
day of
this.
the week,
That lap time
Will.
was 2:12.53.
Especially in Beam and G. Yay, green delta for all of half a turn. A lot of people have told me to check out OzNZ Sim Racing. I know they run events and everything, which is awesome. I might get into it one day. It's just hard for me to commit to organised events. I like doing these things spur of the moment, you know? I used to like Formula 1 back in V10, V12 days. Back in pre-Halo days. Back in Grid Girl and Marlboro advertisements on car days. It's been sanitized too much for me now. And the personalities that lead it are not enjoyable. I don't think they make very good ambassadors for the sport. Not all of them, mind you. I love most of the drivers, actually. I think they're phenomenal, especially the younger guys coming through. Lando, Leclerc, Russell, all the kids coming through, man. They're great. I love them, especially the sim racers. But yeah, I think F1's become too sanitized for me. I think that element of danger is something that it really needed to be what it was. But it's a different sport now. It's very, very different. It's very sanitized. The broadcasts are really high def. You know, things are just really steady and the breakdowns are really accurate and you just kind of get the full experience.
Coming up on a slower
Whereas back in the day, you would just get this crazy tape cam strapped to like Senna's, like the fin behind Senna, and it's just bouncing. You can barely make out what the car's doing because it's so bouncy and the aero is so messy. And he's just like counter-steering, just fighting the thing constantly, and you're like, yes, you know what? You're a higher caliber of man.
Stay right.
Woo!
Still
So
there.
actually, it's a really good chance to explore something like that. So RaceRoom, like ACC, has a bit of that nebulous mid-corner stuff, but in a different way. It's almost like the drop-off is too progressive and it becomes kind of like lumbering. It doesn't snap. Every car, even the GT3s, which tend to be quite snappy, have this really progressive drop-off, and it's kind of too progressive, in my opinion, just comparing to what I've seen and, you know, the old GT3 drivers I speak to about this stuff.
Just 2 minutes left.
But other than that, RaceRoom is just amazing. It's so super fun to drive. There I am oversteering again. Yeah, DRS can get screwed. Seriously, the whole battery thing, recharge. Oh, you got pass. You're within the required space. Just hit the pass button. It's like, well, no. How about you grow a pair and just launch your car up the inside and pray that your fuel tanks don't combust when you make contact. That's what F1 is to me. It's like the Group B of track racing, you know? If 20% of the drivers aren't leaving in caskets at the end of the season, I mean, can you ever compare it to Niki Lauda's era? It's not really Formula 1 in that sense, you know? My tyres are really dropping off now.
Yellow flag, green flag. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please. A.
Yeah, the downforce situation in the dirty air is crazy. I don't envy those drivers having to perform in those situations, you
One
know?
more lap for the win. Come on. Green flag, sector 2.
Just need to keep it together, guys. I think this is the last lap. Woo! Damn. But the cool thing is, Drive to Survive got a whole new generation into the sport with manufactured fake drama. That's kind of cool. Everyone likes drama. Heck, I built my channel on it, right? We love drama in sim racing. Man, I'm doing wrong gears and everything. Crazy times. Also, I found out then that I've been trail braking incorrectly here. So, RaceRoom has a completely different brake field to ACC, and I'm finding that I'm just losing time because I'm not used to it. It's more progressive like real life. I just need to get a feel for where the extremes are. Yeah, it definitely prefers trail braking, which is cool. But I do miss the old days of F1. When I was, you know, dabbling and watching it, it was the Coulthard and Schumacher era. It was like the late 90s, early 2000s. It's very cool. Last lap, don't crash. Thank you, low fuel sign. I definitely don't need to know what gear I'm in. Thank you for covering. Do they seriously, like, is that seriously the display on the car? Because I would be so angry at Porsche. I'd be like, are you kidding me? You're flashing me a fuel warning over the gear that I'm in and my RPM? Mixer, it sounds like you may just not have a good brake, you know, a progressive load cell brake, or maybe you just need to work on your muscle memory.
Well done, great win. You deserved that today.
Thanks, mate. I feel the same way. Yeah, definitely, 100%. Thank you, folks, for bearing with me. Man, I'm kind of glad that's over, actually, but no, I didn't even have the fastest lap. They got guys doing like low 211s. How? There's a guy in 9th who did a 210. How does that even happen? Maybe they don't drive like a moron. Hey, Heiko, thanks, dude. I did your technique. I scrubbed the front wheels like way past the slip radius of the tires, and then Will yelled at me and said that I was a bad driver, and now I'm sad. Thanks, B9. Glad you remembered. I wonder, can I play the replay? Want you guys to be entertained here. Can't ever be doing boring streams. Yes, I can finally go to sleep. I remember that, actually. That was that beautiful 2:15 lap at Spa. Can't believe that happened in the end. Also, I'm wondering if this game is frozen there. No? Okay, cool. It's just RaceRoom being a RaceRoom. Oh, alright. RaceRoom tends to save all the replays automatically. It's very cool. Yoink. It's my favorite. Duration, 2 hours. Man, that's not going to take long to load. Surprise twist. It's a 4-hour stream. The other 2 hours is just me loading the 2-hour race again. 1 second at a time. Spa Marathon is still giving me nightmares, Will. It went a lot better than my Silverstone ones did. I never got into the 155s in Silverstone. I just suck on that track so much. If you're still watching, Tortellini, I'm so sorry. Maybe you guys can coach me and try and get me to suck less before we do the race. I'm still faster than Jimmer though. And show him that. Turn it into a clip, I don't care. Whatever. I need some standard to live up to. I need to like at least set like a line and be like, I can at least do this. Though I guess he'd be quicker than me in real life, given that he actually races Pragas. It's very cool. Very awesome. It's awesome to see his kind of progression through sim racing over the last 5-6 years. His channel is one of the things that got me into this. I feel like we're going to be looking at this loading screen for a while. Guys, would you like to buy a tracktime.de 3-motion simulator? Beautiful, fine purveyors of racing rigs and simulators. There's no drama. I love Jimmer. But I have to race against him, so, you know, it's on. It's on. We're going to do the stare down, you know, like MMA. Wow. We're really going to be here for a while, aren't we? And, because the TV is so powerful, it's such an OLED that it's like casting its white glow all over me, and I'm looking like I'm translucent. Hey, nice. Alright, here we go guys. Another 2 hours of watching the race from the outside this time. So Will, I know you have like a separate rig for streaming because you're a badass, but turns out dude, if I run a single core, like single core affinity game, and I use the other 15 cores to stream with, it's actually way more stable than using NVENC. Who'd have thought? Who'd have seen that coming? Jake, thank you. There's no stuttering today, fortunately. It was just an idiosyncrasy with the N24. Look at that, already on pole. What a champ. What an absolute unit. Yeah, Frederick, I've been trying to do my bit to hopefully get the word out about RaceRoom. I think there's a lot of potential in this little sim. If they ever decide to modernize the engine, bring it up to DX11, DX12, there's a lot that can be done there. I don't even mind the graphics, honestly. Like, look at that. That's more than serviceable. As somebody who grew up in the 90s, you should have seen the potatoes I was driving. What I'm concerned about more than anything is just the track quality. And just a few other things, you know, like the tire drop off and stuff. But really, they're minor. But laser scan tracks would be really nice. Gym time, Heiko, smash it for me, man. I'm locked out of gyms currently. It's illegal for me to be healthy. It's the Australian way. We can all be emasculated together. Advanced Australia Fair. Yeah, apparently they don't have driver changes either. Mixer, you definitely don't want to ask me that question. I'll need another stream, and I probably won't be able to give you a single point to that answer. Yeah, Frederick, I've got to check out the Swedish tracks. I haven't tried any of them, so I'm keen. Yeah, man, Will, the PS3 is good as well, dude. Like, I had a PS1. My parents bought it for me back in '96 or something. Remember that? Or like Sega Saturn. Do you remember Virtua Cop? Virtua Fighter? It was just like polygons doing a caricature of a stick figure. It looks offensively bad. The early 3D. Ridge Racer is what it's all about. I still pump up Type 4 occasionally, as you guys can probably tell by the music choice on the channel, especially the song that's going to be closing us out in a few minutes. Game Boy, my god, that didn't even have color. I remember playing Paperboy on Game Boy. It was before I left Germany. I remember playing it at one of the tech stores. I think it was 94. Yeah, 94. The Game Boy was badass, man. They had them set up and they're like, yeah, try it out. I'm like, oh my god, it's so revolutionary. And you look at them now, they're just called retro tech. Outrun, yes. Zolwick, how you doing? You've come in right at the end, I'm afraid. But you can watch a glorious replay of our 2-hour race. Man, I'm tired. It's awesome. That's what I love about sim racing. When they lock me out of the gyms, I can get a quasi-cardiovascular workout just doing this. Get a nice pump. I always feel like when I'm done with the direct drive wheels, I have like a semi-arm and chest pump. It's awesome. Maybe as like the streams go on, you get like more and more compliments on your musculature. Maybe that should be the goal, you know, of any streamer's life. Rui, what do you want to know about the unit's temperature? So the side is a bit cooler than room temperature. Going near the rear, it's like slightly warmer than my hand. Like, it's maybe in the mid-20s. Wards, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The super chats aren't a big thing in sim racing, are they? Some of the channels that I watch, guys are sending through like anywhere from $50 to 500s per super chat. It's kind of funny. But very different industry to sim racing. We definitely don't do this for the money, that's for sure. We do it for the fun and the pump. Appreciate the $5, man. Thank you. Well, Mixter, that would be correct for R Factor 2, unironically. You definitely have to quasi-drift every corner to improve your lap times, especially at Sebring T1. Like, 160 Ks, steering wheel dead center, steering with the throttle like you're in a go-kart. Hey, congrats on the new truck, man. That's great. I'll have you guys know I'm still on Will's Boosted Media's super chat list. I was trying to make him crash. I sent him through 200 while he was racing against GM. I was hoping he'd look at it and go, oh, and then just like ruin his race. But turns out someone ruined his race anyway without the super chat, and he didn't even see the super chat. He's a prick. And then he took my money and he bought himself an M2 with it. What a shill. When can I do a session in R Factor 2? Man, when my worst nightmares come true. Doing streams with R Factor is like a living hell. You don't know what's gonna go wrong, but you know something is gonna go wrong. Usually everything. I've never seen a game developers add more bugs rather than fix pre-existing ones. Oh, nice. Well, as long as you have, like, permanent tips, Will. But hey, you know the channels I'll link you to. That's like, that's small chump change to those guys. I love that scene. One day, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna transition this channel to that kind of content. People won't see it coming. They'll be like, whoa, this guy's a douche. I'll be like, yeah, but a wealthy douche. Alright guys, thank you so much for bearing with me here. It's been a long stream. I hope you've been mildly amused. I really enjoy driving this. RaceRoom is somehow so engaging. Pairs really, really well with the CSL DD in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think 2 AM brain is taken away with me here. I think it looks good. You know, look at it. It doesn't look that bad. Like, because it can't rely on any crazy trickery, any kind of light shafts and God rays and SSAO and all that kind of fun stuff, they just had to get the core car models right, and it looks cool, you know? It looks fine. It's perfectly raceable. Alright guys, hope you enjoy your day or your evening, wherever you are, as I enjoy my tea and my upcoming sleep. I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully sooner rather than later, now that I know I can stream with some reliability. So, peace out, thank you for joining me. Make sure to sub for the upcoming force feedback guide for the CSL DD that I'm gonna get out before you will. Don't race me, bro, I'll win. Technically I won't, I have the ballast, I'm like 50 kilos heavier. Anyway, peace out.